Be gentle. You in a mood today? Come on. Okay, so it knows it's a stream, I guess. But it doesn't think it's a stream. There we go. Just get a garbage ad out of the way. So you can check everything's working. It has eventually turned on for most things. Can we hear me and the bird? I think I'm supposed to have it on that. Yes, we can. Okay, jolly good. Okay then. Let's get started. Assuming that pops up, I can pop a tweet out in a minute. Let's get started. Oh, we're here. Smile for the camera, bird. Jolly good. Okay. Oof. Weak. Now I get to see just how much I always spend looking down. Can I get it to get a bit sooner? That'll do. Okay, so stream delay is about 10 seconds again. Okay, here is Bird. He's very clingy today, so I'm kind of doing this one-handed. But I thought it'd be fun if you could actually see my cheeky little chicken while I do stuff. And then it's less like I'm just talking to myself when I mention my cheeky chicken. Have I even got him in the shot? Hang on. Oh, is that better? I guess we'll see in a minute. Yes, you're very good. That seems to be better, doesn't it? Right. So last time we finished off the first Bayard. I've done some cleanup on it and just got rid of some other tiny mini overlaps with 3D printing. But I think I'm going to do the second one now anyway because I feel like it. So I've got the old one just here in wireframe, so I've got a vague idea of how big it should be. And whatever reference images I could find of the second version that were clear enough for me to actually look at them. Whoop, here's a poo. You also get to see Bird do poos, I guess. Yeah, we're going to model that. And then we'll see which one's easier to print, probably, and print that one first. Assuming we can find some time in a day where we don't get a power cut for long enough for me to actually model it. Which is going to be interesting. Right. Can I change mobile Twitch to be dark themed? I don't know, who cares? It's just for watching stuff. Okay. So it's going to be a very similar process to last time where I make like a quarter of it and then use a bunch of mirroring tools because they're all symmetrical. This one should be easier because the shapes are more solid and unified. Wait. Hang on, I need to turn the camera again because you've moved to my other shoulder. Is that it? Yeah. That should be fine. There we go. Right. So yeah, because this is more like one shape and then this middle bit's really obviously the only separated bit, it should be much easier. I'm saying that now, but it's probably going to not be much easier, but we'll see. So anyway, I guess I better get started with that then. This one's going to be interesting. I think I can tell what shape I need stuff to be. So we'll start with the handle again, the black bit, which is a lot smaller on this one. And much straighter too. So, we're going to start with a plane, I guess. And I'm just going to go into edit mode. Scale up to about handle size. Cut it in half. Get rid of these excess vertices we don't need. Add a mirror. I'm not used to the new icons yet. I'll get quicker at this. On the Y and Z again. It's merging them so it looks a bit weird there. I'll actually just disable Z for now then. I'm going to disable merge. But then I know I'll forget about it later. Okay, so I'll just disable Z for now. I guess give it the right name. Oops. Okay. I love you, teacher chicken. You're so sweet. Right. So the first thing that's really obvious on these is the handle is much more of a straight pole. I'm going to say it's about the same size still, but it's whoa, that was an accident. Edit mode. Yeah, it's similar size. It's much flatter though. And if we look on all of these so far, we can tell that the end bit curls down way before the back bit. So I'll need to try and take that into account. And it just sort of curls into the front bit, so I don't have to worry too much about the shape of that. So I'm going to get the poly draw tool out again like I did last time. And I'm going to just sort of make shapes and see how they look. Oh! That's actually working now. Not doing what I wanted it to, but oh! Okay. I guess I've learned something new about how this tool works. Okay. So that's not actually what I want yet in that case. I'm gonna go a little more manual. Chicken, you can't sit up there. Come on. Okay. Okay. So because we're working with similar sizes, I'm still going to use the basic one as reference and just sort of try and get things to scale. It's hard because none of these are really like the best model for it. I'm assuming this one is the most on-model version since it's in a long shot. So I'm going to try and base as much off that one as possible and then use these ones as a bit of front reference. So, back bit, I'm assuming has a similar spacing to before, and I'm just going to extrude that one down. But you're not supposed to go over there. That looks about right. Okay. Do 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 do. Let's see. I'm gonna based on that, I think I actually want to adjust these and bring them out a little further. So what I need is a curve. Gross. Does that only work on faces? Maybe I just have to press Z. Nope, it does not work on just a regular path. Okay. Bird is on the mic, by the way, so it might rattle a bit. Am I making any sound again? Okay. I wonder if I can... I don't know. I'm just sort of guessing here. Okay, so I guess based on that, I actually want to extrude this out a bit. That face is upside down. Has it done a weird? I don't know if it's done a weird. It's probably easy for me to just... There we go. Okay. Work on rescaling stuff later. But I know that I want something like that. Is it gonna let me have that? No, it's not. Rude. I want vertexes there. Can I please just do that? I don't know. Maybe there's a way and I just don't know it. In the meantime, I'm just gonna bring it in so it's forced to do it, and then just do that. And then it'll go, I'm really upset. And then I'll go, I don't care if you're really upset. We're dissolving these vertices. And then I can join them together in that. And we have the basis for a round bit. It's not nearly big enough. I'm guessing based on my other stuff, I actually want a thing coming out there too anyway. I love you. It looks like they actually curve at a similar time. There's not a quick subdivide button anymore. Oh, right, no, there it is. Forgot about that. So I go somewhere up there. Okay. So I know for a fact a lot of that shape is wrong now. There's a little chicken. I love you, chicken. I love you, chicken. I love you, chicken. I love you, okay. I love you, chicken. My cute little boy. I love you, chicken. I love you, chicken. I love you, chicken. I love you, chicken. I love you. I love you. I need to turn my monitor brightness up to contrast my lights. No, maybe not to contrast my lights, but to compensate for the brightness of this room. Weak. Okay, so we got a shape forming. Not sure that's necessary, chicken. I think because that handle's left. Hang on, I need. Did I delete my 9? Yeah, I did. Okay, I'm gonna go to object mode. Okay, so now we have wide hand reference. I have some room to shrink that in a bit. Gross. Okay. Yeah, the cool thing about this is I can scale these up to bigger people's hands if they put in a special request as well, which is nice. Plain. That needs to be cool. That's actually got room in it to compensate for thumb sizes and stuff already. I need to bring this in front. Okay, now I can see a bit clearer, I guess. See, a slight conflict is how these are shaped because they've got the round bit on another bit. But I'm going to use this one because of how it curves and we've got a really solid view of it. I think I've already got that bit in, so I just need to extrude that bit so it has some way to mesh with the rest of the unit. And then because these bits just go into the front, I can just pull them out and they'll go straight into it. Okay. I might. I'm gonna bring this in a bit. Check with my 10cm box. Okay, it's a push for anyone with hands bigger than mine right now, but scaling it, the whole thing up as a whole will be fine. Okay. So I'd say that's the layout of the black bit done. It just needs turning into a proper bit. So I'm gonna be okay. That wasn't enough. Jolly good. I'm gonna send these actually to a collection because they're in my way. And I'm gonna be noting just put the suns in there even though they're not supposed to be there. Right. I guess I should make the Bayard armor layer. Yeah, because they'll not benefit from me forming the main bit like the last one did. I just want to make the armor layer so I can hide this messy mesh in the background. This has sort of two major sections, the front curved bit and the back curved bit. If I start at the back and work my way forwards, I think that's just about there. Hello, little chicken. Sorry, I'm petting my bird right now. My bird is petting me right now. Trying to see where they go. Looks like that starts approximately there. And then we get a nice little... Oh, I can't align to 45. I'm not really sure when that stops. Probably as soon as the armor color starts, which is probably about there. And then that's messy. Those suggest the colour comes back a bit. That one suggests it just comes across. So I'm going to assume it comes back and then goes across. So actually I do need to rotate back like this. Thanks, buddy. Birds are supposed to poop once every 20 minutes. My bird poops once every 20 seconds. Okay. It is approximately the same distance, so I kind of want to keep it on track. Don't do that. Okay. I'm going to say I've probably made that too... Well, have I made it too big? I don't think I have. I think it'll look better once I've got some curvature to this. Did you hear someone? Someone come upstairs and you want to fight them? round those ends later. Yeah, that's way different. They all have it going into the thing. That goes into the thing, but the angle's funny. Okay, I think something sometimes. Scale that down a bit. I'm going to bring it all forward. And then I'm going to subdivide this one. I'm going to extrude from here to make the curved shape. Or I could create a curve and see what happens. Let's scale. Some of this slowness is just me being unable to see what I actually want to see, because I'm not very clever. It looks very close to me, but I don't think it uses all the way up to the 90-degree angle. I think I only want to use it to that one, so I'm going to scale it up from there. Bit more. That's too far out, so maybe like that. That feels close. This one going to end up being bigger after all. Maybe not, because the tail seems to be shorter, the tail end. No, don't poop on the carpet. He's a naughty chicken. He's not hanging out anymore, so I might as well turn the camera off. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Oops. I could probably get away with doing another circle, couldn't I? Well, that looks dumpy and weird. Okay, what I do know now is that the embeddedness of this bit does need pulling out further. I wonder how it decides to do that with the Z fighting. Kind of blending them. Okay. This is going to look really bad for a bit. Yuck. Yuck indeed. Oh, this one's actually going to be a bit tricky, isn't it? Oh, I thought it'd be not super tricky, but it's going to be decently tricky. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So, I feel like this bit's not big enough. And maybe it is too far in. Might be a lot too far in. Hang on. That angle's not steep enough, but that's fine. Okay, that feels closer. I feel like this needs to be further up. Don't do that. I feel like they're too far apart. I can't make up my mind. Just don't do that. I don't know, maybe I should come back to the front end. In the meantime, round up this silly sausage. No, stop that. That's the pin. Listen, Bert, you parted with your poops. You're not allowed them back. Everything is supposed to be... Is it a sharp end? No, stop it. Whoever did the paint over did a bad job. No good angles on that. I think it's round. Everything looks wrong. I feel like it's too wide. Stop that. Hopefully I can get a bit of a better sense of scale now. Alright, I'm going to remove that from being, not that one. That one from being visible so I can get more of a free look. It looks like it's almost there, there's just a few things that just aren't quite right. Maybe I'll feel less fat once it's being made 3D. Maybe that'll help. By that I mean it does help. I feel like that should be longer. These bits more in. It feels like a good level. Okay. Still feeling like that bit should be bigger. To match up with how big their armor strands are. And then I think if I scale along Y only and then move it up along Y only and then move that picture out of the way. That feels a lot more right. See what this looks like. I wonder if loop cut and slide would work on that a bit. Probably not, because nothing ever works where I want it to. Angle change doesn't feel drastic enough. I feel like either this curve should be more straight or that should be less down. Actually, looking at it, maybe yes, less down is what it needs. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm feeling that. So let's move that one along there. I don't think I moved it how I wanted to originally. I think I was thinking something more like that, and I don't think that's right. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. I'll work something out. I still need that in order to make that look like that. The angle will be less steep once I clean it up a bit, I think. But yeah, I feel like it's just this bit here that looks wrong now. Oh, mostly looks wrong. Everything else is not perfect yet, but it's getting there. Because once that looks right, once the view looks right, I can start making it 3D. Thinking. I also know that bit's going to need to curve. I can't worry about that when it's in 3D. When I print it, I'm probably just going to have some slight markings that show where the colour is supposed to change, and then it'll just be painted. You best not be wrecking my feet now. Think. What do I think? I'm trying to think it might look better if the angle of attack was more steep. But these bits look pretty alright as they are. Look at that angle. That's not 90 degrees, whereas I'm treating that as 90 degrees. That's almost, but not 90 degrees, and it's impossible to see in that one. The angle of attack would be greater if that was steeper. More of a slow ride up here, maybe that's my problem. Well, this one has simpler shapes, modelling without as many references. Just because there aren't as many references available. It's difficult. Just these proportions are tricky. Oops. I keep pressing space to pan and I'm not sure why. That's definitely close to 90 degrees on the thing, so I think that feels closer. It's not 90 degrees, it's not perfect, I don't think. I think I want an angle more like that on the entry point. Okay, I think I'm liking that a bit more. Okay. That does not sound like the pitch I heard in my head. Right. That seems to mouth words. Look a lot more how I imagined it, or how I'm seeing it in front of my eyes. I think I could pull some of these edges up a little. Wait, hang on. Have I done that wrong? I've definitely done that wrong. What's going on? That looks like it should be a triangle, I'm afraid. If it were actually attached to the point I wanted it to. Make that a bit rounder. Move that out of the way. Also got to remember I'm in ortho and these should have been drawn in perspective. Or with perspective, I suppose. I'm feeling a lot happier with that, so let's... I want the angle of attack coming out to be like that. And then That feels way more right than it did earlier. This angle's much deeper. It still needs to be shorter, I think. Just to there-ish. So I'm just gonna... Can I? Yes, I can. That looks like a 2D Bayard to me. Just a tiny bit of work on the shape over here. Okay. Still pushing it for anyone who has hands wider than mine, which is a shame, but I think I just print them at a higher scale and it'd be fine. Right, so I want to just quickly make these. Do I want to make those curved more yet? It might be easier if I wait while they're big. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that fancy thing where I try to duplicate it and Blender crashes. Luckily, I'm pretty confident I just saved. What do you know? Everything's inside the state I left it in. So, we're going to make a duplicate, and this time Blender doesn't crash. And we're going to move it to the hidden collection like before. And that way, if anything goes wrong, we've got the backups. So, the next step is probably to clean up this poop bird just did. He's back, by the way. I can probably put the camera back on. I say he's back like he left. He's back in the camera zone. He was just playing. So, there we go. I think that's the one. Oh, which means I probably ought to put my lights back on too. Okay. Okay, and we see the chicken. We can see the chicken. That is fabulous. So next step is probably to give the black bit some weight, and then we can make the armor look decent. Hang on, I want this guy to be visible again for a second so I can make sure we go for a similar size. Okay, and now it can go away again. And I can re-enable the Z mirror. Okay, so we have a chonk. So we need to make it round. Nope, actually making the Z And the Y X visible isn't a good idea right now because I need to delete these excess faces. I could probably just select similar by normal and that would sped stuff up, but I'm an idiot. Right. X and Z. So, based on the references, the handle is round. This bit, however, not round. And the front bit is round. But only slightly round in comparison. How best to work this then? I can probably do that. And it'll create some messed up overlaps. Of course it will. Oh, right, I don't need to do that. I just need to copy the X of that. Please. Oh no, I've already drunk all that. You may continue, small chicken. I'm gonna. Yeah, I can't really think of a better way to make that work. So I'm gonna. I might still have it based on the center point. I do. Let's not get any crazy ideas. Oh. Of course there's 3 points there. Why wouldn't there be? Okay, that kind of gives us a handle shape with a rounded edge. Does not do what I wanted at all. I wonder how it would look with the subdivision surface right now. Probably really bad. Not as bad as I expected. But it looks like lots of bits actually follow how I want it to look anyway. Yeah, I'd say the back bit follows how I want it to look. Just about. What's up, chicken? not really sure how the front bit's supposed to look yet, so... Interesting. Okay. So surprisingly, it goes from rodding to playing very nicely. I wonder if I've got that angle too extreme though. Nope. Okay. Progress. Oops. I need to work out how the front bit looks and then tidy up some corners, and then that bit's, the handle's pretty much done. It just needs the handly groove. The groovy handle, the handly groove. Why have I got headphones on? I have no idea. I'm not listening to music at all. Since the bird's gone on an adventure, I might as well put the camera back off again. So, I think they're also kind of cylindrical in a I need them to be beveled that way kind of fashion. Okay, so that needs some cleanup for sure. I think this needs to be a hard edge. And then I need to turn that off temporarily because I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. I should probably undo all that. So I want it to have a similar radius to the actual handle bit here. Right. Even though that's messed up as heck right now. I mean, a little bit of that. And I have a base I can work on to connect them together. It's a really awful base. It's a base nonetheless. Right. They're on very similar y coordinates, but I just need to move everything around. I don't think that needs to be there. Heck, if I move that before doing the bevel, it might look better. Let's see what happens. Oh, I'm in edge mode, of course. Oh, okay. I've grabbed that by accident. What is it doing? There's something messed up going on. Oh. Okay. Now let's see what happens. At least it's keeping the height better, I suppose. Oops. Probably actually could bridge edge gaps here. Okay. Give that a good rounding. Select them all. Then because that just looks plain wrong. I want to delete edge, wants to dissolve edges. Do that. Okay, still some stuff that needs tweaking here. All right. And the front end of that looks perfect to me. Very, very rear end looks perfect to me. But I think there's still some stuff going on here that needs fixing. And then when we start building that up, it should mesh quite nicely. It's possible because I've made that handle as thick as the other one, it's too thick. So I might do a sneaky squash. So I think it was the right width with the other design of the Bayard. With this one, I think being flat would be more to its benefit anyway. Yeah, I don't see it being square as I've made it. So I'd say I can worry about that by scaling in post-processing. Right. What is going on here? That is messed up for some reason or another. And now there is a tiny, tiny slither where it's wrong, but the rest is actually fine. Ooh, I think I want to cut down there though so it ends sooner. And then I've missed something here. maybe if I just... You know what, that'll do fine. And now that ends soon enough, it blends in perfectly. The only thing I can think of that this really needs is me to do this. Of course, it was too tall. Okay, so it just needs a groove, and the handle's done. I think with this bit on top, everything looks about the right length. Yeah, the handle just needs its groove, like last time. Because this is in a good state, I'm going to make a duplicate. I'm going to move it to hidden. I'm going to add the groove, which requires me to re-enable that so I can see where it should be. I think it's a little squarer on this one. Yeah, with the rounded corner still. But it's in virtually the same location. Oh, I've accidentally been playing with the one in here. Okay, it's a good job I didn't edit anything yet. Right. I think I can do a couple more nice things, can't I? Might be worth me playing with the geometry like that, so that the handle remains flat. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, which means this lands approximately on that middle line, actually, if everything's right. Looks like it. And then starts in roughly a similar place. Goes straight for a bit, ironically. And then okay, and then I guess I can kind of groove it in a similar way to how I did before. Hopefully. Smaller. And guess what I did last time was I just cut the lines around it, didn't I? Pulled it in, made them creases. I used Alt and S or something, didn't I? And again, I'm not too worried about this bit being perfect, like with the last one, because it's a minor detail. It's going to be covered up by whoever's holding its hand. Right. So... might be worth me cheating a lot. That's not what I want. Oh. I have the big dome. Okay, so I probably have to clean something up there. But it looks like that bit is probably 100% done now. I just need to check to make sure nothing crazy is going on here. It might be easier in object mode. Yeah, because it looks like there's some tight corner stuff going on there. That long bit seems to be fine. That bit seems fine. Yeah, it just seems to be that tight corner. And it's like it's directly related to that, so... what happens if I do that? Same here. Just join the little bridges. See if I can't dissolve this edge. Yeah, that's pretty smooth. Oh, this one's going to end up being way prettier than the first one as well. Okay. Well, I guess that's the handle finished. Sorry, I'm just admiring that actually looks okay. Okay. So I think that's the right width, approximately. It seems to be the right length. And everything seems to be the shape I wanted it to become, which is really great this soon on. I'm quite happy with that. So now I just need to build out the sides, which is going to be a bit more time consuming, but they don't have any weird grooves like, well, I suppose they do have some grooves I'm going to include. Basically where there's outlines on these bits, I'm going to put some grooves in. Just try and separate them. And I think I'm going to inset the colours a bit, but then based on this picture it might be worth sticking them out a bit, but I'm not sure. It'd be funny if I had some sort of clear material so I could put lights in them. But they never actually glow normally, so it'd be a bit weird. I love you. This will probably be the one I print first, though. I guess the next step is filling them out. I'll probably do something very similar. I already made a duplicate for this, I think, didn't I? I'll probably cheat and extrude first. Get the approximate size. Okay, Bayard is 100% complete. That is a joke. Sometimes I do them. Feeling like I might have to vary some of the shape after all, now I can see how it all clips together. What's going on there? That looks really, really funky. Looks like it's a shading artifact. I bet if I go into solid view it'll be gone. I've done that thing again. Yeah, okay, just a shading artifact. These bits might still be too long looking at some of these bits. Well, that could just be the angle if I... perspective view. Oof, that's big. That's not the same field of view, but I think it's safe enough. I think after all that layout earlier and finally getting a result I like, I don't think it's worth worrying about too much. But hey, handle, done. Frame, started. I could probably stop the stream here and continue that bit tomorrow since I'm getting a bit of a headache. Don't start putting tissue in my mug. Thank you for putting tissue in my mug. Okay, I think... yeah, I might leave that for tomorrow, because why not? So, let's do a thing. Come on, bud. Come on. Say hello to my little friend. Mwah, he's very cute and green. And I'm going to end the stream now. And he's not going to say goodbye because he doesn't know how to. But, goodbye. You can say something cute if you like. He doesn't want to say anything cute. Okay, night.